Hi everyone, this is Emmy. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet slippers by working a square. And then it's just a matter of sewing up the heel and gathering the toe and sewing across the top of the foot. So let's get started. Welcome to HECTANOOGA 1. If you find the videos too fast, you can slow them down by clicking on the gear icon below the video. To crochet these easy slippers, I'm going to work with 2 strands of worsted weight yarn and 6.5mm crochet hook. You could use any size yarn and any size hook that you would like. So I've started with a slip knot, and I'm going to work a chain that is as long as the foot. From the center front of the foot to the center back of the foot. And I'm going to half double crochet in the second stitch from the hook. To work a half double crochet, yarn around the hook, insert into the stitch, pick up the yarn and pull it through, pick up the yarn and pull it through all 3 loops on the hook. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to half double crochet in each stitch all the way across the row. Like that. So I've gone ahead and I've half double crocheted in each stitch across the row. And now I'm going to change colors. I'm just going to pull that yarn through that last stitch and lock it in by taking 1 stitch with both the yarn end and the working yarn. And I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and that's going to take the place of the first stitch. And I'm going to half double crochet in each stitch across the row, but I'm only going to work in the back side of the stitch. So half double crochet, only working in the back side of the stitch. I'm going to work all the way across the row. All the way across. Okay, I worked all the way across that row. And now I'm going to change to black. Pull the yarn through, lock it in, and that's going to take the place of the first stitch. And I'm still going to work only in the back side of the stitch, and I'm going to single crochet in each stitch all the way across the row. So single crochet in each stitch all the way across the row. Okay, I worked all the way across the row in black, and I'm going to go back to my pink, and I'm just going to slip stitch it along until I get up to here. So just chain 2, 1, 2. That will take the place of the first stitch. Half double crochet in each stitch, again working only in the back side of the stitch. So half double crochet in each stitch all the way across the row. All the way across the row. Okay, I've completed that row, and now I'm just going to repeat this row over and over until this reaches all the way under the foot. Okay, I have worked 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows. So this is the bottom of the slipper and this is the side. So I'm going to place that down like that. And so this will come up to here. And I've worked until this is as wide as the foot. So now I'm going to turn it over. So I see I need 1 more row of pink, and then a black and a cream and a pink. So I will work 1 more row of pink. Okay, I worked 1 more row of pink. I'm going to leave that attached so that I can do my last row. Now I'm going to attach my black. I'm going to pull the black through that last stitch, lock it in. And when I look over here, I see that I was working in the back side of the stitch over there. So here I'm going to have to work in the front side of the stitch so that these will match. So in the front side of the stitch. If I had worked 1 more row, I would need to work in the back side of the stitch. So that's just so that these will look similar. Okay, so work all the way across the row, making a single crochet in each stitch and working in the front side of the stitch. Okay, I worked my row of single crochet in black, and I won't need that color again, so I'm going to fasten off. And now I'm going to attach cream. So I'll pull that yarn in, lock it in, Turn my work. One more additional chain in the front side of the stitch, half double crochet in each stitch all the way across the row. Okay, I worked across the row and I don't need this color again, so fasten off. And now I'm going to work this last row of pink over here. So I'm just going to slip stitch my pink up the row, chain 2, and then working in the front side of the stitch, half double crochet in each stitch all the way across the row. All the way across the row. Okay, I've worked my last row and I'm going to check to make sure that it's going to reach across, and it does. That. So I'm going to leave a fairly long yarn end and I'm going to fasten off. And if you like, you can weave those yarn ends back into the finished work. I'm just going to tie them together and then trim them off. And I'm going to thread this yarn end into a needle and I'm going to weave all the way across. And I'm going to pull to gather up and close the front of the slipper, and then fold it in half. And I'm going to sew across the front until it's approximately halfway up. So I'll just put a marker there. And then I'm going to match the stitches and sew up the front of the slipper up to the marked stitch. And I'll do the same thing at the back. And with the yarn, I'm going to sew the heel end of the slipper. Like that, and then I'll weave that yarn end back into the finished work. And there's the finished slipper.